Hey everyone, I am working on a 94 Ford Powerstroke. Wouldn't start. There's power to everything. Let me get a light there. There's power to everything except for this wire, which is the control wire, positive hot. When you crank a key over, it sends power to this side of the solenoid. The solenoid's grounded internally to the frame that's mounted on the fender wall it's mounted on. It connects when you hit the switch, it connects these two terminals. This one right here goes down to the solenoid on the starter, which engages the starter. So if you jump this terminal and this one, it'll kick the solenoid over and start the truck right up. But who wants to open their hood every time they start their truck? So what I determined is obviously there wasn't power getting to this wire, so I started tracing it back. Found that the clutch safety switch here wasn't working correctly. Part of the reason is this is an old farm truck, and you can kind of see some of these terminals in there are just covered in corrosion. Let me see here. There you go, a little foggy there. So I found out a way to bypass this thing. Oops, I found, on the end here, you're going to have a little, let's see if I can find them. I broke them off. Anyways, when you pull the switch off, you'll see that there's two little plastic ends sticking out. If I pull this thing apart, you'll see. So those stick through the middle of the switch, and on the end, when it's all put together correctly, right here on these ends, there'll be little metal retainers. So I just got a pair of pliers and broke those off, and this whole switch comes apart. So how this works is when it's mounted down on the clutch shaft, these springs hold this slider in the open position, and this slider is engaged with this plate right here. So when the clutch is pushed down, it'll actually slide that slider over and connect these two terminals right there. And just to show you the orientation, they're the ones, if you're holding it like in this configuration, they're the ones on the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap those springs and put them on the opposite side of this that they were originally on, and that'll keep the switch engaged all the time. Or you can just go buy another one, but if you have an old farm truck that you don't want to put any money into, it's a quick, easy fix. So I'll hurry and slap that together and show you what it looks like afterwards. So this is what I'm looking like before I go together. Originally the springs were on first and then this slider. But you can see this metal plate. There's a spring underneath there that helps it maintain contact. You want to make sure that this is all cleaned up. When I pulled this one apart, inside this housing here, the terminals were all kinds of corroded, so I got that all cleaned off. And I'm going to slap it back together. Probably just wrap a bunch of electric tape around it. You can glue it, however you want to get it back together, but it's a pretty cheap, easy fix.